Hey, hey,
I told
hey,
him
hey.
I told him I ain't showing my face though. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a little scruffy today. You know what I'm
That's what.
saying?
Guess
We a little
what?
scruffy.
That's all right.
I
We
don't
live
show
now,
my
Signal.
face.
Let me introduce us, man. You know we live. Let me introduce
We
us.
live right now.
Yes, sir. I
Hey, hey,
told you
hey,
I was
hey,
going.
hey, Troy. That
Uh
other
huh.
stuff. That other stuff.
Yeah, you know we're not talking about that.
Yeah,
We're
you know
not
I
gonna
know
mention
that.
that.
But that, yeah. Hey, but hey,
Uh huh.
he about 210.
I didn't hear you, brother.
He about 210.
Okay.
The one you said that was looking big.
Yeah. But let me go ahead and introduce, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and to all the millions all over the world. You asked, so we came. You said this boxing talk was getting a little bit too much. It had too much drama in it, too much clickbait, and too much fake talk. So here you got three grown men tonight, the three kings, Mr. Troy Ali, and you know the mighty Major Key, and yours truly, Mr. Undaunted, Troy Graham himself. Welcome to the Troy
What's
Graham
good? What's good?
Experience. I don't know who wants to step up first and introduce themselves. But I don't think you need any introduction. But step on up and let's get the party started.
Mine is brief, man. Everybody know Major Key Boxing, man. Go subscribe. You already know.
Um, my name is Terrence. I'm from Philadelphia, and I'm looking for a girlfriend.
You might be on the wrong
Oh
show,
man.
sir. You might be on the wrong show.
Hey, yeah, man. It's your man, Coach Troy Ali, man, straight out of Umar, straight out of Upton, and you know, cut man to too many people to name. Oh, and by the way, just so everybody know, yeah, Tank home.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
That's gonna be on our agenda too, man. I won't be on our agenda too, but I say we start with the Spence Crawford talk, and then we can move on from there.
Hey, brother,
Somebody got some
it's
door
what
open or
it is.
something.
It's all good.
All right, man. Because I saw Crawford training, man. I see Spence training. I don't know why. I got this feeling that Spence is gonna come in. He's gonna overtrain. I don't know why I'm feeling that way, but I've been feeling that way ever since I heard this fight.
You
What are your
said it
thoughts?
the other day. I heard you say the other day. I don't think he's gonna overtrain. I think he's just coming in ready. He's ready. Like Spencer's one of them type fighters where um he'll after a big fight, he'll stay he'll stay at a certain weight just to stay ready, just in case another fight is coming up right after that. But if there's nothing coming up after that, then he'll come to the gym 2 3 times a day. I mean 2 3 times a week, but he's not putting no real work in. But I don't think he's overtrained, brother. I think he's just ready, and he's been anticipating this all that time. But on the other hand, um, you know, the pound for pound second best fighter, and and whatever you want to call it, the world or Ring Magazine or whatever. He's second best because pound for pound right now, the best right now is a dude named damn, the big fish. I'm sorry, the big fish. So yeah, I just think he's ready, bro. That's all.
What are your thoughts, Major?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I don't think that. I think that he himself, Errol Spence, he's an excellent. He's definitely an elite boxer. He's got a lot of wear and tear on him from life, though. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes down to it, I think he may not want to train as hard and may train a little differently than he did when he was younger, only because of the fact that he's got a lot of wear and tear on him. When I think about him getting older, you know what I'm saying? I see him being a more fragile 65-year-old, whereas I see Bud Crawford probably being a more, out in the ranch, you know what I'm saying, milking cows and stuff where they 65. You see what I'm saying? Like so with that being said, I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't worry about Errol Spence necessarily overtraining. I think that regardless of what, he's got a problem on his hands with Terrence Crawford. But I hear what you're saying. I don't know about being number one big fish though, brother. You know what I'm saying? I really highly doubt that when it comes to Errol Spence. But I like him. I like him a lot, and he's definitely up there. You know what I'm saying? But I got Terrence definitely above him based on accolades.
All right, well, I'm gonna put my honest 2 cents in that nobody asked me about. I think both of them are very good fighters, but I think it comes down to which one of them is actually the actual ring, the ring rat, as they say. And we all know who that is. That's Spence. And Spence, I think, he has more tools in the tool shed. Huh?
No, I was telling Tank gonna get his head done. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because I think Spence. I mean Crawford. Crawford has more tools in his toolbox than Spence. Because Spence is a seek and destroy type of fighter. And yes, he's fast, he's strong, but you seen Crawford. He could switch up. He could give you angles. He could cut off the ring. And as soon as he find out that he's losing, there's something that clicks in him, and he's coming to kill you.
Yeah, I agree. I can't agree with something that makes total sense. Like he does have that click switch to make like when his trainer I told him like, man, look, you down, man. He was like, what now? I'm down. But yeah, he like, all right, he went out there and he put it into the fight. So like he has that ability. Sometimes I think Bud even toys with people, man. Honestly, because he's just that good. So like I can't, like I said, maybe Mr. Graham thinks that I don't like Bud, but I actually love Bud as a person and a fighter. I just have a personal relationship with EJ, and it's like going against the grain. At the same time, it's just a lot going on, and his sparring and his looks. Oh my God, man, it's fucking phenomenal. All I'm gonna say, brother, is that's going to be the fight of the decade. Easy, like super easy. That's an understatement. You know what I'm saying? Fight of the decade. So it Mr. Key. So what you like? So what's a good analogy for that? It's not the fight of the decade, because that's like disrespectful. So what's a good analogy for this fight?
No, I'm saying I think this is an excellent chess match. I think it's definitely one of the top fights. We don't know because we still early in the decade, but right now it looks like probably one of the first ones in that bracket. I'm gonna say this. Terrence, did you ever hear the story from Timothy Bradley about Terrence Crawford?
Which one?
So he said that before anybody knew Terrence Crawford, like Terrence came to the gym to spar with him when Timothy Bradley was on top of the map, right? And he said, he was making easy work out of all the sparring partners, and he was getting bored with them. And he was like, "Yo, send me somebody, something like send me some real work. Like this is not gonna prepare me for these fights." They sent him Bud, right? Bud came through, and he said every time that he elevated his level, Bud took it another notch above him. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
he said that he was fucking him up. Timothy Bradley admits that shit. He was like, "Yo, the Bud kept fucking me up, man." And he said, "Yo, that's the only dude I need in my sparring."
I heard, yeah, I did hear that, but no. See, once again, I gotta say this. Like every time I say something, I gotta say this, baby kids, because we got Mr. Troy Graham. So I gotta say this. Every time I say something about Bud, I gotta give him his props, and because then Troy gonna be like, "Yo, you're hating on him." So like, you know,
It's just the temperature. It's just the temperature of the YouTube boxing community. That's why. Because if you think that Terrence is gonna win, right, then all of a sudden you are Errol Spence hater, or you are a Bud fanboy. When really it's not the case. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a really good fight. But me personally, I think that Terrence will edge him out. But that's just my opinion. It's still a good fight.
Yeah, I believe that it's definitely a 50-50. But like I was saying, I heard that story, and and I believe every word of it. But like Timothy Bradley, in my book, is probably the one of the three biggest haters in boxing. Period. So whatever Timothy Bradley says, I'm going to need the Army, Navy, Marine, fucking Coast Guard, and everybody to, like back that up. Because Timothy Bradley really be like, he's a hater, man. He's a hater. And
Man, I mean, I don't know him personally, so you know what I mean. But I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying because you're not the first person to say that, and I've heard him say some shit that he had to take back in the future and say, my bad, I said that, but I was wrong. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he does that a lot. He's a fucking for him to be the kind of guy, like you would think like Jesus Christ, you would know better. Like, man, no, this dude has like zero, man. He has zero gives a fucks about any of that shit. He just got his own little world. It's called Timothy Bradley's world. Timothy Bradley's
A
world.
little PPC
And
love going on. I'm hearing PPC love.
if you don't, and if you don't stop playing with the PC, man. And if you don't like know what a swiper is, then you just can't live in Timothy Bradley's world. Timothy Bradley's world. Like that's a real thing. He's a hater. But like, if a major, if I heard that story from somebody, like for example, let me give you a good solid example. All right, 127. All right. If I heard that from Danny Garcia, I would be like, okay, cool, got it. But Timothy Bradley, not so much. Timothy Bradley will say things about the people he likes and like add shit on. Like, he'll say like, okay, like for example, if Mr. Troy Graham walks in the room and he made a banging ass pot of curry goat, and that was all he made. Like Bradley will like it, and he'll say, "Yeah, man, Troy Graham, he made some curry goat, man. It was banging, and the rice, and he also has some oxtails. Nigga, he didn't have no oxtails in there. What are you talking about? Like that's the kind of nigga he is. Like, so, like, nah, yo, I don't believe you. We need more people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hip hop head. I'm a DJ, so I use hip hop references. We don't believe you. We need more people. So
yeah,
but like Kevin
I'm,
Kelly, Kevin Kelly stopped in on me and Troy the other night, and like if Kev said it or something, yeah, I could take his face value because Kev, he's just a buck, and Kev's going to be a great coach one day. And
who
he's
did
going to
he
be
pick in
a
that fight
great.
again? I'm just curious. Who did Kevin Kelly pick in the Crawford Spence fight? I'm just curious because I don't remember. Me in my own mind and everything.
Oh, really? Okay, remember? I don't remember either. I'm gonna have to look on the footage. I don't remember. I don't remember either.
All
Because
right,
you
well,
were
let me
never.
step in here and I got to defend myself now. I'll pass it on to Major. I really respect both of their talents. And in all reality, I should be pulling more for Spence because his people are from Yard like me. But
Exactly.
I'm,
It's your
I'm
own
going for
people.
Crawford. Huh? I'm going for Crawford, man, because I see that he has just more tools, but I know there's not going to be no walk in the park. He's not going to go in there and blow him out. There's going to be a good, tough fight. But at the end of the day, I think he brings more tools to the fight than what Spence does, and he's gonna do the job. But listen, the first half of the fight is going to be Spence. The second half is going to be Crawford, and Crawford cannot win on points in Vegas fighting Spence. He has to TKO him or has to stop him. He cannot win on points.
We agree on that because of the crooked ass judges. That we agree on. Plain and simple. Especially if it's Cheatham or Morales. Oh my God. Just it's gonna be
Okay, his
over.
name says it all. Cheat him.
cheat him. Like what? Hey, I wish the fuck somebody would have one of my fighters, and the judge name is Cheatham. I'm gonna I'm gonna lose my whole rabbit ass mind. But no, really though. But you're going against your own people, man. Your own Jamaican people. Come on, boy. What What the black cloud, boy? Huh? You know,
Yeah.
hey, that's that Irie boy. It's that Irie boy.
Boy, you sound like you
Everything,
sound like
everything.
huh.
It's not Irie boy. You go against your own people. Hey, that boy's from the island. He's when they smoke a boy pop.
He's from Staten Island. He's from Staten Island.
No, no. Hey, yeah, okay, fuck it. I was gonna say Rikers, but I'm like, nah, he's really not a criminal. But Bud, on the other hand, Bud can handle himself in Rikers. His Bud is like Bud's about that life, man. It's like Major. It's a 50-50, man. Like we can go back and forth all night and compliment each fighter. Like we can say some bad joke, but then we're gonna come back with a serious fucking compliment for the other fighter. So
Yeah, that's the only reason I get pissed off about the way other people act is because I'm realistic about it, and people have been hating on Bud for so long. It's like for me, it's just like damn, like you're not really a fan of the sport if you gonna hate on a dude, man, because he's doing the same thing. Like if you give somebody else the opportunity to do the same exact thing that he's doing, they would support it if he was your fighter, right? So I don't understand what all the hate is about with Bud. Bud, like his accolades speak for itself. The dude can change levels on people. Errol Spence is definitely going to be like, because Errol Spence, let me tell you something. He's dropped Broner in a way I'm sorry, not said Broner. What's his name? Crawford in a way that he didn't. I said Crawford, bro. What the fuck is wrong with me? What's his name? Fucking Porter. I just had two wrong people in a row. Damn. Sean Porter. He fucking dropped Sean Porter, and Sean Porter was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he called him clean. And that's because his fundamentals are like like he's top, like he's elite with the skills. He's elite. See what I'm saying? He's elite. And the thing with Crawford is that he waits to respond, and that's the only thing. You don't want to wait too long to respond because he's the type of dude that, like Timothy Bradley said, you know what I'm saying, took it up a level every single time. Timothy took it up a level, but in a boxing match, you only got 12 rounds. There's a finish line there, so you need to like start getting those points from the beginning. You don't want to wait too long to get those points.
But do you really think that some people are saying that they're not going to have a fill out round. They're just going to go out, at each other because every round might be crucial. But
that's not true.
But I don't think that they're going to just go at each other like that. They got to fill each other's power out. You got to get your range. You still got to do the basic fucking like just the smart boxing techniques because you're dealing with a technician, you're dealing with the fucking counter puncher, and then you're dealing with a dude with just raw power and a high IQ, and he has like tools that like one like what like okay like one's like a carpenter and the other one's like a damn dude that fixes air conditioners. So it's like what the fuck, they both got the tools, man. So it's like man, it's zero room for mistakes on this fight. Like no, like Jesus, like if one mistake is made by one or the other is waiting for that opportunity. You understand? So it's just gonna be like it's not gonna be boring. Like some people say, well, it's gonna be boring if they're gonna be trying to fill each other out and they're gonna give each other too much respect. And no, it's not gonna be that because they both know that hey, it can get stopped and they might go to scorecards and Bud's gonna like, look, I gotta get my fucking points early just in case, So And like man just said, it's a 50 fight. And it's a great fight, man. And it's like this is good for boxing. So, but
It is, man.
what we should be asking is like, are we gonna go back to the bullshit after this, or are we gonna keep this like, best fight the best? Because like for example, Tank fought the goddamn Twitter champion uh Ryan Garcia, and they thought that he was the best, and and you see what happened, but that wasn't nothing like we didn't know was gonna happen. But that fight could have took place and back in 2018. But we were like, no, but it was some time to mature because he needs it. But um, but it still was a big fight because that's what the people wanted. So that's what the people got. So now the people need this fight. So the next fight, okay, now I'm going to say something that um should be said that uh David Benavidez is going to get the short end of this whole stick
Yeah,
because
it will.
because it's not going to go in his favor. I just got a feeling that things are going to dangle and dance around him, and he's not going to get a chance to fight Charlo
Well,
or Canelo.
but before we move on to that subject, Troy, I just want to say one comment real quick. It's just a comment. D Style, my brother Dragon Style Boxing, D Style, shout out to him. I actually spoke to him and I actually told him that I thought, and I knew it was going to ruffle feathers, especially on his channel. You know what I'm saying? Because they're very intellectual. They look at a new way. They look at with the potential fights. They look at whoever wins out of this fight. And, so the thing is, I was already telling them, yo, I believe that if Javante has a great fight to end his year or a great two fights, he's fight of the year because he already fought Hector Garcia in January. He fought Ryan Garcia over there, what, April, May, some shit like that, and then so he could close out. Those are two undefeated fighters, right?
Right, right.
And he knocked them out. You know what I'm saying? And so it could be where he could be fight of the year. I mean, he's got the potential to do that this year.
Well, no, hold up, man. You're correct.
Well,
It
you
was
know what?
two
I want to
undefeated
step.
fighters,
Mhm.
but one of them was a champion. So let's let's be clear.
Well,
Uh,
I tell you what, Troy. I'm gonna step in here real quick because that's the second time I heard Ryan Garcia's name, and I wanna break off a little bit and talk about the face of boxing, right? Because to me, if you talk about the face of boxing, there is no one face of boxing in this era.
right.
Alvarez is the face of boxing for North America. Joshua is international face of boxing. Tank is the urban face of boxing. But I have a question. Tank Tank is now considered the face of boxing after he beat Ryan. So this is to the Tank fans. Are y'all trying to say that Ryan was the face of boxing? And before he beat, go ahead, because I know you. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it. I can hear the vinegar in your voice. Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't know. He wasn't the face of boxing. He was the face of YouTube and Twitter.
Why you all dark, man? Why you hiding in the dark?
I'm driving. I just left. I just left the gym, man. I'm en route. Back home. Man, look, I did weigh-ins today with Mojo at noon, and then after that, um, I was dealing with a new heavyweight that wants to work with us, and then after that, Tank came home. Then after that, it was some things going on at Upton. Calvin getting ready for the fight with Bullet on August 5th at Coppin State College, and that is a pretty good stacked card. Got Jaleel Hackett fighting on the undercard. Got uh, Mia Killary Ellis fighting on the undercard. Um, you know, basically all of the young gorillas from Upton are fighting on the undercard. Um, but yeah, Bullet, which is uh Ryan Garcia, no, Rolly's trainer. Him and Calvin are fighting 6 rounds at it's called the GTD Challenge, and I mean, hey, Calvin in that training like it's like it's damn real. So it's real. It's like some people they ask you was it fucking circus and all of this, but nah, man, he's really like doing it, man. So, but to answer the question about the face of boxing, I agree with Troy Graham on that. That there's a few different faces of boxing depending on your part of the world. Um, 'Cause there's people that actually thought that Cambosis was gonna like really be like it or whatever. But you know, that, so like Devin Haney, by him getting locked up on gun charges today, it's not
Huh?
going to make no difference. Yeah,
But
I'm
you said
sorry
at
to
the
hear
beginning of
that.
the show he's home, right?
Devin Haney.
Oh no. Oh, okay, all right. I thought you said Tank was home.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm
One,
saying. So because a lot
one,
of people
one,
been
one.
wondering when he's coming out of jail, and you said he's home. So that's breaking
Yeah,
news right there in itself.
yeah, he's home. He came home today about 5 hours ago from now, right this minute. I have a picture that I sent, I believe Troy Graham of Tank walking out of jail looking like one of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Um,
Get high,
look,
get high, get high.
yeah,
You look like the cat from Snowfall with the afro. That's what you look like,
he
the
was
cat
like,
from Snowfall with the afro.
he was like, I miss everybody, I miss everybody, like yo, man,
It's the
yo,
first of the month. Get
oh, oh, he, he was ranting about his commentary. He's like, yo, I just put in my commentary slip. I'm like, yo, are you serious? He was
I hope
dead
he gave
fucking
that shit
serious.
away to some of the homies and shit. He gave that shit away, hopefully.
He didn't even get the bag. He said, like, I'm like, yo,
Yeah. You
yeah,
gotta give that shit away to the homies, man. You gotta take the time to do that shit, bro. At least, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let
no,
me show you
no,
some love real quick.
no, they didn't. They let him go before commissary came. Like, commissary was supposed to come like tomorrow or something.
Oh
So
shit.
that's what happened with that one. But yeah, man. I don't know. Hey, Troy, can you I don't know. It's impossible probably to pull the picture up, but um, send it to Major Keys. I got the picture of him
I can
actually
do that.
walking.
I can do that. But if you look in the chat, man, I think we got another family member in there. I think we do. Just look. Both of y'all look in the chat.
I can't undrive it.
Yeah, man. It's some dude by the name of Rebel in the chat. I think I'm gonna
John
drop a link.
Oh
Rambo!
shit.
John
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Rambo!
What
John
up, Rebel?
Rambo!
I
Come
think I'm
back,
Oh,
gonna
God,
drop the
good,
link for
man.
the
Thank
brother.
my
you,
Let him
man,
man.
come on up here.
my
Right?
man Faulkner. He got a goddamn something going on in Cambridge the same day as the fight
Okay.
tomorrow. So I'm kind of mad at him. I'm salty, but he's still my
Okay.
man.
So
Me and
he got
him,
the link. So he can come up here and defend himself now. He got the link.
yeah, come on, man. Hey, me and him did a great mixtape together for a hip hop legend, Buckshot Shorty, and from there, been me and him been like just tighter than tight, man. DJ Rebel, man, that's my guy. Actually,
He made my intro, bro, and I still haven't used it, bro, only because of the format, which I gotta call him, bro. That's my fault for not calling him, but the format that he sent me it in that doesn't match because you know what I'm saying. I use all like Android and shit like that, and I think he sent it to me in a Mac type of setting. So That's my fault. You know what I mean? For not. But he sent me that shit like 2 years ago, bro. Like he sent me a fucking intro. Oh shit! Shit just got dark. What's going on?
Yeah. He fell off. He'll come back on. Because he was driving. But that's funny. He said he sent it to you 3 years ago. He said he sent it the song. He said use the song as a MP3.
Yeah, I gotta figure that whole formatting thing out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'll talk to him about it. You know, I asked him one time, but I know he was on the road at the time when I called him, and then I just like left it alone or whatever. But yeah, man, as long as cause like you see my channel, I cleaned it up. I took out all the dumb shit and I just left all the interviews. And so what I'm gonna do is basically start every time we have an interview. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just the right format for the intro, and boom, we're gonna talk boxing. That's it. Fuck all the troll shit. Fuck all the little kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we grown ass men.
I miss.
You ain't missed too much. We was just talking back, man. We was talking bad about the PBC while you was gone. That's all.
Hey man, CDC got spies, man. Like I said, where Rebel at, man? I said Rebel a fight. I can't remember what fight it was. It might have even it was either one of the Tank fight or one of Spencer fights. And like I sent it straight to him. And he said BBC, they came on and shut his ass down. I was like, yo, I tried, bro. I sent him the link like, hey man, send it to Sam. It's the whole site. And he was like, man, he made a fucking intro, he made music, he made everything for it. And then when he went to go play it, the BBC shut that shit down, man. It's a funny story. You tell it better. Where the fuck is Rebel, man? Where's the Rebel? Now,
The rhythm, the bass, the rebel. The rhythm, the bass, the rebel.
Yeah. The Rebel INS, yeah. That's
the Rebel Lioness, Your Highness.
Hey, yo, hey, Zelda is the new Wu-Tang. I'm sorry, I had to say it on air. Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that?
Griselda, Benny the Butcher, and a couple other dudes. They got a song. It's not new. One of them is called Rubber Bands and Weight. Man, soon as it comes on, you're going to start knocking your head like, yeah. Like, when you get on here, go. Look, just go with Benny the Butcher and look for Rubber Bands and Weight. And,
I will overthrow your government if you keep speaking this blasphemy about Wu-Tang.
No, it's Wu-Tang forever. Come on, man. Capadonna actually.
It's always been forever, man. Come on, man.
No.
You know, I actually met RZA and ODB, and actually I met them in Orlando too, where I'm at right now. But I met them at the Disney Resort because I was living in Miami at the time, and my ex-wife had taken me there, right? Like, and we stood in the resort, and we were in the Magic Kingdom, chilling, right? And then we're taking the buses because they got the buses that take you straight back to the resort. So we taking the buses, and he's in another section. I'm over, and I'm like, yo, I tell my wife, my ex-wife, I'm like, yo, that's ODB right there. And I'm like, yo, take a picture. So she's set up where he's behind me. So I look back to look at him, right? She snaps the picture, and we both look like we mean mugging each other, bro. Because he's looking back and like, what the fuck, you taking the picture? And then I'm looking at him like, what's up, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit was crazy. And then he died a few years later, man. Rest in peace, ODB.
Yeah, rest in peace, ODB. That's an ugly picture. Any day that's an ugly picture of him. Of Osiris, Big Baby Jesus, but
yeah, man. The first one to put a damn welfare ID. You know what I'm saying? On a fucking cover in the album. You crazy? Doubt. That dude was nuts, bro.
Yeah, he was nuts, but that was our guy. But did you just say that your wife took you to Disneyland? Hold up, Troy, did you hear that shit? I think I heard that.
Yeah.
Your wife is.
I think
Yeah,
the
we
brother said
talking
he,
about
yeah,
we talking
he
about
went to
when I'm
Disneyland
talking
and
about.
got the heirs and
Hey,
everything,
listen,
bro. He got the heirs
Yeah.
too to prove it.
listen, listen, listen.
And Mickey Mouse is you in the castle and
Hey,
all that
listen.
shit. It's like,
Hey man,
like
you could talk about me smoking a blunt on the balcony of the resort. You could talk about me going to the fine dining restaurants, okay? Because at that time, bro, remember I was 19. I had moved to Miami when I was 16. I was 19 and she was 17. But her family got along with me because we started dating when I was 16 and when she was 14. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I first moved there, and her family had a lot of money and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, you just said that you was at Disney World smoking weed with a minor. Is that what you just said?
Yo, well, if the family was paying for us to move to a specific house, right? Then there was consent. So what you're telling me right now is that you're diverting conversation away from Canelo being the face of boxing versus Tank. Is that what you're telling me? And you think I'm falling for that?
That's what it sounded like to me. Sound like running,
That's what it sounds like
running,
to me. It sounds
running,
like what he's
running.
trying to do is divert conversations to Major Key.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? But he's not trying to,
I know.
keep that same energy.
That my homeboys is sucker and speed. Stop it. No,
We're going to talk about that,
Canelo.
bro. Don't
No,
try to divert the conversation with Major Key. Hell no. I'm alert.
Hey, hold up.
I'm alert.
Okay, you want to talk about the safe of boxing? What is it? Okay. All right. Well, the face of boxing actually, to be honest, right now, is still Floyd Mayweather. So let's just keep it a buck. Okay.
But
You
here's
know,
the
that's
thing.
the
Here's
face
the
of
thing. Here's
boxing.
where I disagree, though. Here's where I disagree because even then, right? Even though when we talk about money, right? If you talk about money, then if that's the only criteria for the face of boxing, then okay, I get it, right? But if we're talking about where you're the face of boxing in different regions, like what you guys were talking about earlier, I wasn't even part of that conversation, right? If we're talking about that, back in those days, you had Manny Pacquiao, pretty much the people's champ, face of Philippines, but face of pretty much the rest of the world, people champ. Then you had Miguel Cotto, face of Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? You had Canelo, face of Mexico, but he really wasn't, doing anything at that young age. You know what I'm saying? To affect Mayweather. Mayweather was a fucking all-time elite great boxer. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't doing anything. They tried though. They sent the best of the best from over there, and they couldn't accomplish anything with him. You know what I mean? And if you ask me, Cotto gave him the best fight in that era. You know what I'm saying? Besides.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So I mean,
I agree.
it is what it is.
Oscar and Cotto gave him a good fight.
Well, no, Oscar did too. Oscar did too, and so did Emmanuel. What's his name? The drunken.
Yeah. Him and Chop Chop at 140, right?
Yeah, Chop Chop too. Yeah, so shout out to Chop Chop. That's my guy right there. Chop Chop too. Yeah, Chop Chop did the thing.
Chop, Corley, Chop.
And
That's
Zab.
my guy.
Yeah, and Zab too. Zab did a good job.
Zab did a damn good job. But I think Floyd said out of everybody, I think he said Mosley actually hit him the hardest.
Oh shit! Mosley cracked him like 3 times in that fucking second round, bro. But he just couldn't. He just didn't have the stamina to finish him.
Yeah, and Mosley admitted that. He said, "Man, I couldn't finish," but he had him though. He had him on the rope. But like you said though, I mean, Major Keys, you got a little bit of boxing knowledge. When it comes to you gotta have a little bit because you just made a little bit of sense. But because you were just talking crazy about things. So like I don't know what maybe it's the medication. Just your medication just kicked in and reality came back, like together. So yeah, but Cotto gave him the worst time, man. Like Cotto was Floyd's like worst fight. Like, hey, Cotto came ready, you hear?
Yep.
And then you guys also said Troy said he said
Chop Chop.
No job. Right. I lost well Chop Chop caught him. Chop Chop just couldn't finish it. Chop Chop caught him, but Chop Chop didn't, go in and finish it. So that's what happened with that. But I lost money on the damn. It was '07, I believe, when they fought. I lost money on that fight because I bet on Oscar because I didn't think that Floyd was gonna beat Oscar. I really didn't, and it wasn't like no real money because I really don't bet. But it was just like $5 or something. But it was just the point of, as a matter of fact, quick, very quick story. In '07, I had a security contract at a little nightclub at the Our Spot, and I had the security contract, and so I was like, fuck it. So I got a couple of my homeboys, and I put them on, and so I said to the owner, like, look, man, it's people in here, so let's start having certain nights. Like Monday would be like jazz night, Tuesday would be like reggae night, Wednesday would be like free hot dog night, dollar bill night. Thursday would be strippers. Friday would be like, different nights. But I said, let's have a fight party in here. And, because, we had food and liquor. And we had a fight party. And we charged everybody $5 at the door. That's it. So I'm at the door.
That's a bargain.
You
That's a bargain.
Damn right, it's a bargain. I'm at the door, right? So, down there, everybody that came knew me. So they were like, yo, Ali, like, so I ended up, down there, like, half of the damn party in, because they was like my homies, and then like the other half, so, but, they recouped, they made their money back, for the fight, and then the liquor and the drinks, and it was the best, I did all that, and then, yeah, and then after that, some other shit happened, but that was just, that fight I remember, and I was like, man, come on, but it is what it is, man. But I personally think that Cotto gave him the toughest fight, just period. Like Cotto was on his ass.
Yeah. See, Zab lost his focus because Zab was leading in that fight.
And Zab got frustrated and hey, matter of fact, Troy, we can ask Major now. All right, the other day,
Major fell off. Major fell off, but he's coming back.
Well, when he come back, I ask him, man. Remind me that I got a question to ask Major. But what happened to Rebel? Like,
I think he at work, brother.
Oh, but he's at work at the goddamn radio station. He's the vice president. He can do what he wants. At Mix Station Radio, MIXX Station Radio, where the original Beats and Boxing with your host, truly your man, DJ Green Lantern 1574. Yeah, that's how that works. But anyway, yeah, Sean, man, that's my guy, man. Hey, I promise, Rebel, man.
Real quick, Major. I saw it. I saw him, but I just ignored him. That I wasn't going to entertain.
No. But we don't need that trash because it stays in there. When everybody views it in the future, they can still see the same shit. So I just went there to slay it real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then send back amongst the kings. You know what I mean? But that's what we have to do sometimes. If I have to be one of those ruthless ass fucking rulers, I rule modestly, but I gotta slay sometimes.
Oh, somebody got stupid. Comment?
Yeah. We had a troll over here talking about he gonna slap me and shit when he never showed his face. You know what I'm saying? Ever on YouTube.
He gonna slap you.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm gonna slap Major Key.
It's all a part of the nonsense that we deal with, man. All a part of the nonsense.
Okay, well, let's show you something else. How you gonna slap a dude that he got two of the kings on here, and one of the kings is, like a real fucking boxer in life, like, and really, is with like the BBC and like real boxing. So I know a little bit about boxing, so I don't even gotta like touch him. I could just be like, yo, where you at? In what part of the country? And just have somebody come beat off the dog show. But Like I don't like that because like that troll shit. Like
Yeah, but he all the way in the
that,
UK. That's why he all the way in the UK, bro. He's not
oh
even
yeah,
worth our
listen,
time.
hold up, Anthony Joshua. I sort of, hey, let me call him Anthony Joshua. I'll be like, hey, Anthony Joshua, hey, yo, I need, hey man, I need you to go smash somebody. Anything for you, brother. You know, yeah, all right, fuck it. No, man, hey, but real talk, like that sucker shit, man. He in England, like, yo, you ain't got nothing better to do. Ain't you like y'all drinks like tea and fucking shit,
That's
fish
what I
and
be trying to
chips.
say, man. Listen, this is exactly why Troy put the title the way he did. Like it's grown men talking. We got no time for that, bro. Got no time for the drama like that. But people
Like,
they just get drawn to it. They want to start it. They want to engage in it and stuff like that. You know, I mean, they like you said, you know, it's a Friday night. You know, they're not married. They should be out trying to smash something, but they can't because they're ugly ass people and they just retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so they join buddy up with other people on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, that don't show their face and they talk shit all night. You know what I'm saying? They laugh at each other. Well, none of us got pussy tonight because we were spending the whole night with each other. You know, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is, man. Like, but yo, bro, send me the. I did actually see your channel the other day. I seen when you dropped the like because we were talking about the Samson promotion interview afterwards. We never
yeah,
got to that topic though. But honestly
I sent
speaking,
an
bro,
interview,
that's the
Major.
only topic we got to chop up, man.
Yeah. You know, Ali, Ali, did you get that? Did you see the
yeah,
interview?
He did, he
Okay.
did, yeah,
yeah.
he did. Yeah, he
I got
commented on it. Yeah,
yeah, definitely. It was a damn good video, damn good interview, man. You know, Uncle Sam, man. You know, he down for his fucking fighters, man. You gotta love, you gotta love somebody, that's down for their fighters like he is, you know. So yeah, that was some good shit, man. I watched it, and yeah, definitely, that was some good shit, man. Real talk, you know. But
yeah, man. He was speaking real, bro. He was speaking real. But the thing is that I also when he tried to wiggle away with certain questions, I was like, yo, bro, we can't. Like, I didn't tell him that, but I was just like, I'll act as stupid just to keep on asking the same question, but in a different way until it
with
was
his
corny.
ass though, but you
Yeah.
was with his ass like you wouldn't
Hmm.
let him you wouldn't let him evade. He tried to he tried to pivot. He tried a little
Yeah.
think. When you but you said, you would just you would play into his little bullshit and then come right back with it. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you did right. Yeah. That was a damn good energy, man. People understand, man, like when you can get people like you know of that quality on this show. It says a lot about the people that's behind the show. And you on here with the Three Kings right now, and we call ourselves the Three Kings because you know we done earned our titles, man. We earned our thrones, and we don't rule um separately. We rule together, and by us ruling together, we cover a much broader space. Therefore, and there's no egos in our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So,
Your,
it's
your,
something
your,
with
your,
some people.
your, my opportunities are your strengths, and your opportunities are my strengths, or Troy's, vice
And
versa. And it goes a triangular
right,
theory with that. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Like we really on the scenes, we really be sharing information and this, certain shit that whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
Let
we
me say this, and then we're gonna move on because I don't want to stay on the subject too long. You know, the reason I titled it "The Three Kings" because if you go around this thing, it's drama, and then it's people talking about other people, this, that, and the third. I mean, boxing made a turn, and we getting a lot of fights that the fans want. People still arguing about the same stupid nonsense. And Major and I had something going, right? People used to text us all the time and be like, "Look, man, you know your show is different. You ain't about no drama. You have people on and you talk about some real good things and you're entertaining." But That's what I want to build. I want to build something where people could still want to come back and see us 5, 10 years from now, and there's no dramas, no foolishness. We too old to be threatening each other online, talking about I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna come look for you. No, you're not. No, knock it off. No, you're not.
1901 Pennsylvania Avenue or 1217 Westport Avenue. Come holler.
Nobody's going up there, man. That's nobody's going there.
Come holler. Love to see you. Come on. Yeah, love to see you. And I stand with my brothers, you know. I stand by my brothers, you know, so you know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be no dumb shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Plain and
Sure,
simple.
yes, sir. Now we're gonna get back on this boxing talk, man. I'm glad your boy is out. Uh-huh. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man.
Go ahead. Go.
No, I appreciate that. Give me a 5 minute interlude. I'm gonna stay on. I'm just gonna be off. Um,
Sound
I'm
like
gonna
you're gonna
run
be
in
eating.
real quick. No. I'm gonna run in and then I'll run back out. But I'm still here. So just keep it going. I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? So just
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm still here. So if I'm just gonna put it on I'm just gonna put my mic on mute and I'm going to be back in like less than 5 minutes.
All right. Well,
All right, so keep it.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, Major, let me say this, man. I'm always good when you on, man, because I like doing it, and I can do it by myself, but I prefer to do it with you. And then you add
No, it's the same here, brother. It's the same
yeah.
here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a certain energy, and everybody knows that
Hmm.
too. Like, when
Yeah.
you're talking about the real supporters of YouTube, like the Lisa Bills, the Tony Boswells, the Toby Bartletts, you know what I'm saying? Like the Remy's, you know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on and on. If I forget your name, please don't like hold that against me. I'm just saying like we know who the real supporters are. And so when it comes down to it, they know that the vibe with us is always it's chemistry. It's good. You know what I'm saying? So and you when you look at certain channels where all the nonsense happens, like they're not there. They're not there really watching. Sometimes they're there. Maybe one or two of them are there once in a while. But for the most part, people want to talk boxing. They don't want to spend their whole night unless they're drinking and they drunk and shit. They want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. But on a regular day, people just want to hear boxing. That's one of the reasons that people watch Showbiz in the morning. That's one of the reasons they watch Ness and the Boxing Voice in the morning. That's one of the reasons that people watch Coach Malachi every single day at 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And those are three plugs for free that I just gave, right?
Yeah.
Those are three
Yeah.
plugs. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like it's the truth though. It's because those guys are consistent. They do it every single day, and they just talk boxing. That's all they're talking about. If you come with something else, they're not talking about it,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
So it
Yes,
is what
sir.
it is, man.
This dude, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm not even gonna pay attention to y'all, man. I'm not gonna do it.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
It don't matter because I deleted them. You're talking about, yeah, you
Okay,
go,
you didn't leave it. Okay, good.
yeah. Cause
Yeah.
see, no, but here's what people don't understand. When you don't come on all the time, but from now on, I'm gonna do the shows Monday night, Wednesday night, and probably Thursday night, and not Friday nights anymore, right? I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
on Thursday nights, and I'm gonna start at the same time. I'm gonna start at nine or 9:30,
I
and
might
I'm just
piggyback off of you because I was thinking about
uh
Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might piggyback
okay,
off you then after I do the after session.
okay, cool. Cause see, people see the numbers right now and say, okay, we are the three kings. They don't have a lot of numbers. That's because I'm not consistent, man. We are not consistent, I should say.
Well,
So
yeah.
from
I
now
mean,
on,
here's the thing, bro. We don't even need to. We're not here we're talking boxing. Listen to the boxing talk and understand what we're talking about, right? If you're talking about numbers only, right? Because you just a fanboy, and you know what I'm saying, like that's retarded, bro. Like that's retarded. Like every single person starts from 0 and 0.
exactly. And if you
Every
look at
single
it,
person starts from 0 and 0. I haven't been doing that. Me myself, I haven't been doing this since 2007, 2006, like some people. I haven't been doing this shit that long. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
haven't
the
even.
same here. The same
I've
here.
gotten more interviews. I've gotten more interviews in the amount of time than most boxing channels, and you have
Any,
as well. I say we, but I
any.
say we. Really, you know what I'm saying? We've got more interviews in the amount of time, right? Just like in a year and a half, because we've been like, yeah, throwing, you know, interviews here and there, but in reality, it's with fucking people like, you know, youngins from Orlando, just youngins from this person's camp, you know, this promoter, this coach, that coach, this fighter, that fighter, you know what I'm saying? This Hall of Famer, that Hall of Famer, three of them in one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been like so simultaneous, like the way we've just been breaking it down, that a lot of the boxing creators, boxing content creators themselves have given us credit.
Yeah,
So only the
yeah.
trolls have something to say. But the other boxing content creators that you follow have given fucking credit. So
Yeah,
so get off the nuts already.
yeah, because when it comes down to numbers, I mean, if you look at it, you know, we made history. We the only podcast that had Julian Jackson and Mike McCollum and Tommy Brooks on the same damn show, right? The only ones. We were the first ones to get Michael Nunn when he came home, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
trying to tell me that we were second. We were the first because we had an inside man, and you know who that is. I'm not going to say his name, right?
Yep.
So, and then if you look at it, you know, we the only ones that had Tommy Brooks on, Asim Rahman, what's my man? You know, Knockout King, Randall Bailey, Chop Chop, and Junior Jones all on one show. Can't I
Yeah.
don't know no other show. I don't know anybody else who did that. And I'm not bragging, but when you talk about numbers, most of the people like quantity. They don't like it. It takes some time to enjoy quality. You have to get sick of just going there for quantity first. The whole drama thing. Once you clear that out your system and you actually want to hear something, that's when you listen to a show like this.
Yeah. When you're sick in bed and you're thinking about, damn, I wish I knew a little bit more about boxing. That's when you shut the fuck up and don't say a comment and just listen.
Yeah, man. Because I don't. I used to go out and support other shows and this and that and the third, and they would piss in my face and carry on. But I don't support nobody no more. Well, coach, coach and
Yeah.
I talk.
Well,
That's it. That's it.
well,
Period. I
shout
don't.
out
I
to
don't go
Coach.
nowhere else.
Yeah, Coach is my guy too, man. Coach, blood boxing, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. I fuck with Mark. I fuck with just a certain amount of channels, man. Like not too many, bro. Not too many. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Gas. Let me tell you something. Bruce Gas. I love the fact that Bruce Gas does on this day, because
Yeah.
sometimes I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know. Sometimes I don't know what happened on that day 50 years ago. And Bruce Gas puts me on game about what happened 50 years ago, 51 years ago, you know what I'm saying, on this day. And so shout out to him too, because that's a great way of making your channel recognizable. That's like a little lane that he has where on this day,
Exactly.
whatever amount of years ago, he tells you about some history that happened, which is great. I love it.
Yeah, man. And he plays the jazz in the background, which I appreciate. That keeps
Yeah, 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 yeah.
calm your spirit. So
Shout out to
shout out
Bruce
to Bruce.
Gas.
He was on here for a minute. He was on here, and then Coach just he does his thing. He likes to laugh. I called him out today about his boy, Trevor Bryan, how he used to big up Trevor Bryan, right? So I was on
Yeah.
this show talking about Trevor Bryan and all that. We had a good time, but other than that, I'd much rather build my own because you know what, man, you could call me selfish, but look at all the people that are successful. They yeah, they were selfish with their time too, right?
Yeah,
If you
man.
want to call that selfish. If you want to call it selfish, I don't call it selfish. I call it self-reliance. I don't call that selfish.
Self-preservation.
That too. What's up, Nick? He says Spence TKO in the ninth round. Okay, Nick, are you trying to say that Spence is going to knock Crawford out in the ninth round, or Spence is going to get TKO'd in the ninth round? I'm trying to get him to break it down, man. I'm trying to get him to break it down. But in the future, man, this show is going to be a little different from how I was working on your show because we had so many guests on that the guests became like a major, actually, pardon the pun, the major key of the sport. I mean, in the show, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, man. I want us to be the vocal point of the show, and if we have a guest on, that's cool. But I don't want the guest. I don't want to be. I don't want it to be, guest inspired. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
know me,
yeah.
I'm going
Well,
to reach out to people
that's
every now
always
and
been my
then.
thing too, Troy. That's always been my thing too, because when people show up late and stuff like that, like for example, you have a little more experience of talking with people like that, where you're like, hey, it's part of the business. Me, respect is like a mutual thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I appreciate you for doing this great in boxing, but when you tell me that you're gonna pop up on my show, you better be on fucking time. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a respect thing for me. So that's where we operate a little differently, but I definitely understand what you mean, and I respect. I'm gonna be always supportive of Troy Graham. Troy Graham is legendary in the eyes of Major Key. You know what I'm saying? And you always gonna be part of my family. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, when it comes down to that shit, trust me, man. We got different views on motherfuckers showing up on time. I don't give a fuck who you are, how old you are, how punch drunk you are. You said you're gonna be here. You better fucking be here. If you can't be here, then what the fuck you commit to? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's just the way I operate, bro.
yeah, yeah. You know what? I didn't verify this, but Bureau.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'm just checking
What
because I
up,
didn't
It's
verify
me.
it
puro,
yet.
puro
What up, Major?
central, puro central.
What's up?
The
What's up,
the
brother? How you doing?
the fucking free smoke killer, bro.
Hey, man, that's what I do, bruh. Shit.
What's up, bro?
Ah, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, man. Just hearing y'all cooking shit. Just thought I'd say what up.
Yeah, man. So what you thought about what we spoke about? Because you've been here since the beginning. So what you thought about so far? Like Javante Tank Davis is home apparently.
It's home. Yeah, I barely heard that today. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
barely heard that. I
Well,
don't know too much.
he's his cut man. Ali is his cut man, so he's guaranteeing it. He sent Troy a picture apparently
Well, there it is.
5 hours ago, so he's home.
Yeah. That's what I've been hearing too. Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean,
what else you got, bro?
and yeah, man. Just like I've been saying, bro, the Bud myth's about to get debunked, bro, in a few weeks, man. Errol's about to put in that work.
Oh, you think Arrow's gonna win?
Hmm
How do you see that fight going? Yeah, how you see that fight? Give us your breakdown real quick, brother.
I got a late stoppage by Errol or a split decision for Errol. But
How though? How? I want to know the
oh,
how
how?
though. I want to know the how.
Sustained beatdown over 11 rounds.
Okay,
How?
okay.
Yeah,
Can
because
I'm sorry. I just need to know the how.
in my opinion, Terrence's defense is very porous. That's because he's not fundamentally sound, in my opinion. He likes to take the shots, and don't get me wrong, like everybody likes, what they call rock'em sock'em. Even though I don't agree with that term, but at the end of the day, a fight at this level, like you gotta mitigate the risks, and if I believe Bud can win if he fights like kind of like Gervonta fought Pitbull, where like he was using his legs, lateral movement, like not taking any unnecessary shots, because what in my opinion, you play into Errol's strengths by fighting the way Bud normally fights. So if he fights, with lateral movement, at the end of his jab, fights him smart, I think he wins. If he fights like how he normally fights, I think Errol ultimately gets a decision or he knocks him out.
Okay, hold on now. You said if he fights like he normally fights, doesn't a Crawford box every fight?
No,
I
well
mean,
they are.
he boxes. Well, he's a boxer fighter, right?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people think that there's a difference between fighting and boxing. To me, it's the same thing. Like
No, it's
there's
different.
different styles in boxing, but it's boxing at the end of the day. Some are pure boxers, as they call it. Some are boxer punchers. Some are straight brawlers or swarmers, as they used to call them. But it's all boxing at the end of the day.
I want to respond if you're done, Troy. If not, go ahead and I'll
No, no,
jump in
no,
after.
no, no, no. Go ahead, man.
No, I think okay, so Budo's right in the sense that it is a 50-50 fight. I said that earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's a great fight, and there's an opportunity. The reason it's a 50-50 fight because there's an opportunity of Terrence Crawford, just falling asleep and thinking that he's superior, because here's the thing, he does actually jump into different levels, and he's the one pressing the action, right? So he can fall into a trap if he gets trapped, right? So there is that possibility. I get that. But what I see from Terrence Crawford, and just so you're aware, Pudo, so we can be on the same page on why I think Terrence Crawford wins this, right? Is because I don't see him falling victim to that trap. I see him actually taking his fight so serious that what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and check the waters. He's going to be prepared, but he's not going to wait as long as he has in the past. He's probably going to pressure a lot quicker and elevate his levels a lot quicker. Because what his problem is that he elevates too slowly. When he elevates his levels, he's definitely got levels on people, but he elevates his levels too slowly in his fights. And so in this fight, I don't think that he's going to elevate too slowly. I think he's going to want to showcase his skills. And I think that is going to be a problem because especially if Errol Spence, because they're both going to check at the beginning, check each other's temperature and check range and all of that. And you know, check to see who's biting what, try to set traps. And then eventually somebody's going to get hit and it's going to be an all-out war. And I think Terrence Crawford is going to immediately elevate to fucking top-notch level. And that's what I think is going to happen. But I could be mistaken because, again, it's a great fight. So you may be right too. I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out at the end of this month.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's a great fight, though. It's a great fight.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's the $1 million question. You know, who's going to be effective in what they're trying to do in there, and the ones who's effective, the one who's the best at being effective in his own style is ultimately going to win the fight. So can't wait.
Yep, agreed.
Well, I'm just grateful it finally happened. What did it take? 5 years?
Shit,
Something
man.
like that. Something like that.
5 years? That don't make no damn sense because they could have had 3 fights in 5 years by now, man. I mean, it would have been better for them and the fans. But and yeah, I'm back on my complaining now. You call me the old man of the bunch. I just don't. I mean, fight. I mean, because look, both of them in their 30s, so it's not going to be what we think it's going to be, but it's going to be a good, clean fight. You're going to see some stuff, but I still see Crawford because he's the one that stays in shape, you know, handling his business. Let
me ask him that question that I was asking Ali real quick. Do you mind, Troy?
No. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this, Pudo, and I know you've been listening, so you probably already know what I'm going to ask. But if when they get 65 years old, right, is it more likely that fucking Terrence Crawford is like the ranchero, you know what I'm saying, milking cows out late, and Errol Spence is more like the dude, you know, checking his benefits, you know, so with Medicare or vice versa? Which one is more likely?
I mean, I get what you're trying to ask, but what do you mean? I'm kind of having difficulty.
I'm just trying to say that there's more damage. To be honest with you, there's more damage. I'm not being disrespectful at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I love Errol Spence, bro. I love Errol Spence. I think he's a fucking top-notch elite fighter of this era.
Okay.
But when it comes to, there's a difference between elite and special. I'm not saying Errol Spence is not special to his own family and to his own friends or whatever. I'm saying he's probably a special, unique human being. He absolutely has to be in order to be this elite in boxing. But what I'm saying is when it comes to boxing, though, it's a sport. Mm-hmm. And it's a sport that's based on certain skills and conditioning. Crawford is above him and to me in this in sport. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I keep trying to articulate to people. There's a difference. And I get that Errol Spence is so great, bro. Trust me when I tell you, I really get it. I really get it. He's fucking great. But when it comes down to a one-on-one versus Terrence Crawford, the accolades already show that he might have overstayed his welcome at this division. He might have overstayed his welcome with the belts. I'm trying to tell you, like, I think Terrence Crawford takes him out, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And which I have no doubt that he's capable. But back to your question, to be honest, neither of these guys have tested themselves to the point where I can say either of them are special. I understand we were saying that at the heights that they are in the sport as it currently is. Well, yeah, you could say that, you know, all these boxers are special because, you know, it's only a select few to actually, you know, get to be in the sport and make money and, you know, have a bit of a name for themselves. But at the end of the day, if we compare them like to the entirety of the sport of boxing, I just don't think that we've seen them test themselves to the point where me personally, I could say that, yeah, these are special fighters.
So you're saying like in history?
Yeah, like in
I just want to clarify that. I get it. No, I just want to clarify that for the crowd though, because that's a whole different subject. You see, now if we start going back in time, talking about, you know, Jack Johnson, we talk about you know what I'm saying, like Jersey Joe Walcott, you know, like when we start talking about the greats of the greats, you know what I'm saying, Sugar Ray Robinson and Roberto Duran's, and you know what I'm saying, and that gets all in a whole different subject. So that I agree with. They're not on that level because they weren't making that much of a mark.
Yeah,
Because back
yeah.
in those days,
Hello.
Let me
yeah, back in
rephrase
those
it.
days, people were making marks for their heritage, for their culture, for
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying. Like it was
Yeah.
more like hey, we here. I fucking represent my culture. We here. So I get it. I get that part. I get that part.
Well, let me rephrase that, Major Key. Even in their own era, to me, they haven't tested themselves to the point where I can say these are special fighters. Because there's other fighters that came up at the same time that even came up a little bit after they did that have done a bit more to say we're like, okay, yeah, wow.
But then you see, when you speak to the casuals, though, here's the problem when you say a loose question, loose comment like that, right? And this is out of luck, Budo. When you say a loose comment like that, what happens is the casuals don't realize when they look up their records, right, and they see one loss on their record, two losses, three losses, they don't realize that these guys were great at that time. They were great because everybody that they fought. Right, but then when you look at their record and you look at the person that was supposedly great that they fought, then they got like 4 or 5 losses. You see what I'm saying? So it goes down a rabbit hole where they're not convinced, but they don't know. They don't know what the level was like back then. See what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, but we just got to be cautious on how we talk to casuals because they really don't know. They just don't know, and so we have to teach them. So by doing that, I'm not saying like being disrespectful to them. I'm just saying, like, just articulate these conversations in a way that they can understand, and then, maybe go back and do their own research and say, hey, you know what? That fight was fucking great. Damn, that was one of the fucking best fights I've ever seen in my life. You see what I'm saying?
And I get that, but I'm just answering honestly the way I see it.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate that. No. I'm not asking you to change your fucking comment. Hell no, bro.
I know you're not.
I love your comment, bro.
I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying that the reason that I speak the way I speak is because of that reason. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying for you to change your comment at all.
I know it.
All right, hold up. Hold up. Hey, Major, you got a question coming from the chat. Nick Gurr, I think. You see it?
Nah, what's the question?
Okay, yeah. He says you're all over the place, and you haven't explained how Bud's gonna win. And you said something about benefits. Did you say something about benefits? I didn't hear you say benefits.
Listen. If you haven't, then he doesn't follow Major Key Boxing, but it's okay. I'll articulate it again. So Crawford wins because here's my reason again for the fucking 50 millionth time. Crawford is not just a regular switch hitter, right? He's the type of dude that actually changes the pace of his punches. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that he changes, he's gonna hit you more in this round, blah, blah, blah. No, pace of the punches means that what he does is he taps, he's checking for cracks. He's like tap, checking for cracks. And then what he's doing is he's opening you up, loosening you up to get used to a rhythm where he's tapping you to where you get a little ballsy and think that the next shot is gonna be, just a tap. And until he sets you in a trap where he just lets it go. And when he lets it go, he's letting full power go. And usually that's why he's got a knockout ratio the way he does. Okay, so this is what I've observed from Bud Crawford. If you haven't, kudos to you. But if you're going to tell me that Errol Spence has that capability, then why didn't he knock out Mikey Garcia?
Well, he just wanted to carry him and beat him up. That's what he said.
Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, buddy. Of course.
Mikey ain't get knocked out ever.
Well, that's because he retired, baby.
That's one of the points I was trying to make, but also he has a cast iron chin. Excuse me, I was eating a grape.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to say that Mr. A man down, who hasn't knocked anybody out in 5 years, can't really dent his chin?
Let me see what 50. What was his record before?
So let me ask you something. Budo. No, I'm sorry. I gotta jump in this one real quick. I gotta ask y'all both a random question.
Jump in.
Look, I want to say, so if Errol Spence, just based on that, what you guys just said, Errol Spence ever faces Canelo Alvarez, if he ever in his life faces Canelo Alvarez, do you guys know what Canelo would do to this fucking dude, bro? Because here's the thing. I love Errol Spence, bro, but you're biting off way more than you could chew, just like Canelo did when he fought Bivol. You're biting off way more than you could chew, bro, because here's the thing. If you could have knocked out Mikey, then you should have knocked out Mikey. But you came down from 154 to 147, right? And after 3 fights, and then continued on your career at 147. You're too big for the division. We all know that. So that's the whole thing. So if you go up to that level, to just because you know that you're naturally like that, bro, your people are handling you wrong. They're setting you up for failure. You need to acclimate yourself to that weight class to become punch resistant and to get ready for that, to deal with the endurance with that extra weight, all that, bro. You can't just do that like that. That's not even, even Usyk didn't do that. He fought Chaz Witherspoon, he fought fucking Chisora, then he fought Joshua. There's no way you can just jump up and be a great fucking fighter like that and just win a fight just like out of nowhere. Kell Brook couldn't do it. Mikey Garcia couldn't do it. Just because you've seen a dude like Pacquiao that was fucking weight drained because he didn't have food and he lied about his age to get into boxing, that's a different story, bro. That's a different story. That's a whole different level of poverty.
Who we talking to,
like, there's different levels to this shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who we talking to?
Huh?
Who we talking to, brother?
No, I'm talking to our brother right here, Pudo. Pudo's on a platform. He's actually rooting for Spence, so it's not like a negative thing. He's actually one of our brothers over here. Like he's just saying, he's giving me his opinion, and we were talking about some deep shit here, dealing with the different styles and stuff like that. So we were good. We were kind of deep in the mix right now.
Major. Real quick, who's Thor, aka Jimmy? Name sound familiar?
Yeah, that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy.
You block that dude, man. Just hide him from channel, bro. Like that. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? One of them trolls, bro.
Okay.
I don't even need to look at the comment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know.
In troll's defense, I'm a huge troll, but I love to talk boxing. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, but Pudo, everybody. But that's the thing is that you're actually a fan of talking boxing, though, bro. Like it's a different thing. Like you can have a difference of opinion, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's not. There's no like fucking what do you call that shit? Where we just run shit, crazy and what do you call that kind of government, bro?
Like a dictatorship.
There's no dictatorship over here. Everything's we can talk. It's all good. But what I'm saying is that the haters are in a chat for no damn reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not adding any value to the conversation. If you're not adding any value, then what the fuck you doing here? Go to a channel that you can add nothing to, and they appreciate you. Over here, we don't appreciate that.
There it is.
It is indeed. Okay, but okay. Nick responded to you and said, "Butter won't be able to tap Spence. Spence gonna put on that ass all night."
All right. I hope you show up. I hope you show up July 30th and say that same rah rah.
And in my defense, I'm rooting for both of them by knockout because I got money on that.
So one of the others gonna knock the other out.
Yeah, I got good odds, man. I got good odds. I got plus 800 on
so
Arrow.
You see it as a true 50-50 fight. So you're a true fan. You understand?
No, it is 50-50 fight. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I could see either way, but I think, me personally, if I was betting money on it, I would say that Terrence gonna win. But I'm not betting money because it's a 50-50 fight, and either one can win.
Yeah, man. So that's why I just bet the best odds, bro. I got plus 800, plus 500, bro. To me, it's a no-brainer.
Hey,
I only offered one person a personal bet, and this is a person that I'm going to keep under the radar because I actually like the dude in this channel. But I bet one person. That's it. And I called him on a personal line, and I said, "Listen, bro, like, yo, you be rocking with this dude, man. You want to make a personal bet? Nobody got to know." And he's like, "Nah, I ain't trying to do that." So I already know. You know what I'm saying? He already know, and I already know. But that's gonna stay between him and I. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, Major, you got a message from Jess. I guess you know what she's talking about. And Ali, man, we over here. Yeah, man, we over here talking about personal bets. What's our personal bet on the Spence and Crawford fight, brother?
not a bet. I mean, I just thought that like I was gonna get a big crab cake. I didn't think it was a bet. I mean, I thought that there was an easy. If it is a 50-50 fight, absolutely. But EJ's gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna eat a crab cake, and it's gonna be delicious. As a
Okay.
matter of fact, no. Hey, I'm gonna make sure the dude, the Kool Aid dude, bust through the wall. And it's like, hey, Kool Aid, yeah, all that's gonna happen because I'm gonna eat good in the hood that day.
He said the Kool-Aid man busting through the wall.
To be honest, I
It's
should
gonna
be pissed
happen.
off at both of these fighters, bro, because I had my room booked for everything for last year. I wanted to watch the fight, man, and it didn't happen. But it is what it is.
Now, okay. Well, since Troy sound like he trying to duck out the vet, there's a soul food spot in Baltimore called Sweet Peas with a Z, and they're known for their platters. They got a crab cake platter, turkey wing platter, etc., etc. I told brother if I lose, I'll get him a crab cake platter, and if I win, he's either gonna get me the turkey wing platter or the crab cake platter, or maybe we should go double or nothing.
I'm gonna be serving up crow platter, bro, and Errol gets that job done.
So
Troy,
double
you
up
gotta
or
put
double
jerk
up.
seasoning on that bitch. You put some jerk seasoning on that bitch, Troy, eat it.
The PBS is fucking with the channel because they taught it in this bullshit, and they're like, "Hey man, I keep get disconnected every time I try to do something." So, all right, look, Mr. Hammond, we good. We over here. We good. Hey, Mr. Hammond, I think you want a piece of that mug. I think you want a piece of that crab cake. So I got
Yeah,
you, Mr. Hammond.
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Hammond,
yeah.
you
He
good?
can pay for it. He got enough money because he's taking it from everybody else. He can pay for
Well, it's not actually taking it. No, no. There you go. No, Al Heyman is paying the most for the fighters out of any promoter or matchmaker or advisor in boxing. Period.
I gotta argue with
Right
you.
now.
Let me ask you a
That's
question. Let me ask you
that's
a
not what I
question.
heard
I,
from
I can't
Charlo.
let that
That's
shit
not what I
slide
heard from
by,
Charlo.
bro. I cannot let that shit slide by, bro.
Let it
Why
go.
are
I'm
people
listening.
saying then? Why are people saying then that the zone overpay people? Which one did it? Al Heyman or the zone? Because from what I'm hearing is Al Heyman promises everything on the back end, and I don't know. I'm not in the inside, so that's why
No,
I'm asking you. You know what I'm saying?
no,
I'm asking you on the perspective
no.
of every other person that loves boxing that doesn't know the inside scoop. So me personally, what I hear all the time is the zone pray too much, and now Al Heyman paid too much for the people at the beginning, so they can't afford it, so they're paying everybody on the back end. So what's the truth out of
No.
it?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with my brother. Al
Keep it a
Heyman,
buck. Keep it a buck. That's all I want to hear.
absolutely. Al Heyman pays like people like AB, on the back end because that's how the contract is structured to save AB from himself. But other than that, no sir. People with PBC get paid great. Now, I'm not gonna act like the zone, no, the zone. I can't really say the let me say the app that's on you on the phone or Facebook app. Oh, the zone. Yeah, that's what it's called. They pay people stupidly. They don't pay them their worth. They pay the wrong fighters the big money, and the good fighters they don't pay enough. So they're paying like good money to like the wrong fighters. So they're throwing money around, absolutely. But it's like they're wasting their money. They're not giving them the good money, the right money to the right people. So yeah, they're throwing money around, but they're not paying the fighters that deserve it. We had a talk. Me and Troy had a talk about Tevin Farmer, bum ass, right? And we were talking about him. Like Tevin's a bum. It's just that simple. And they paid him, a nice chunk of change. No, like he doesn't even deserve that shit. Um, People uh like Joshua and all them, when they hooked up a matchroom and all, yeah, they pay him, but they don't pay. Okay, they don't pay the right fighters the good money. Now Al Heyman, on the other hand,
Who are the right
he'll
fighters
take.
we talking about?
I'm talking about the fighters with the undefeated fighters, the top five, or
Devin
maybe
Haney is undefeated, but you said he's a bum, right?
of course. No, no. I said he doesn't have no pop. He doesn't have no pop. He's a good boxer, but he just doesn't have no strength behind his punches, and he doesn't have knockout power like other people.
But
He's
he's
not a bum.
undisputed. But he's undisputed
He's,
and undefeated, and he's
he's,
young, right?
he's, he's undisputed because he fought an Australian dude that beat another dude that was feeling himself. So, like, but at the same time, Dev is scared to death to fight Shakur. Come on, stop. But Dev, even Dev, right? What kind of money do you think that Dev is getting? I'm just curious because I'm ready to tell you.
I don't know. And now you said this Australian beat this other dude who's now champ again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't. I mean, to me, it sounds like you got a little issue with old boy Haney. I don't know what it is, but I thought he was on your side of the street, partner.
It don't matter if he's on my side of the street or not. I mean, like, just because you're on my side of the street doesn't mean I'm going to defend you if you don't have the craft that people think he's overrated as a fighter. He's a great boxer. Don't get me twisted. He's a great boxer, but he doesn't have the ability to adjust to other fighters' styles. He doesn't know what to do when somebody comes at you and just is rushing you and they got knockout power. He doesn't know how to adjust to that. He'll just jump the phone with him and get knocked out. So that's what I'm saying about Haney. He's overrated, and his father's disrespectful, and
There it is.
he's and he's just.
Let me ask you a question though. I want, and this is a serious one, and this is for the love of boxing, right? Are you following me? You here with me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me, right? Okay,
Yeah,
no. I just want to make sure because I just unmuted myself. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. So,
for the love of
all right.
yeah.
No. This is an honest question though. This is an honest question, right? And all respectfully too. Like when it comes down to it, right? So Gervonta Davis, right now he beat Mario Barrios at 140, right? Why is he not taking up 140? That's the question that most people, because right now Tio's there, Devin Haney might move there. You know what I'm saying? We got all these people moving there. You got Regis Prograis there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we got all these challenges there for Gervonta Davis. Why is he not going there? Like is he? Is he honestly too small for the division? Because if he is, I could understand that. But if he's not, then why is he not doing that?
Because he hasn't done anything at 135, though. That's why.
Who said he wasn't?
I was asking him, Puro, by the way. This is Gervonta Tank Davis's cut man.
Oh, salute.
Yeah. So that's why I was asking him. So,
who said he wasn't going to 140?
All right, yeah. All right. So if you guys got plans and stuff like that, that's the point. That's what I think the fans are wanting to see why he doesn't do that yet. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Mario Barrios moved up and fought Keith Thurman. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we want to see. We all know that Tank Davis is a special fighter. See how I use the term special versus elite when I use it for Errol Spence, right? I'm saying right. I know that Gervonta Tank Davis is a special fighter. I know that. But at the end of the day, We want to see him in there. But we can't follow the Mayweather blueprint, bro, for Javante, bro. I'm sorry to say, like the fans are not gonna allow that shit to happen. This is not Mayweather era. It's not Mayweather era. It's Javante, Tank Davis, Canelo era. We want to see the money being thrown at him because of the great fights. That's what we want to see, bro.
Okay, hold on a second, real quick. Real quick. Hey, I'm gonna let this cat up here against my better judgment and see if he really just wants to talk boxing. And if he, Jimmy.
He ain't gonna talk boxing. He's gonna talk shit about Major P, and that's that.
All right. Well, he'll get up there.
Hey, Major. So let me tell you about Tank right now. Right now, Tank wants to fight Devin or Shakur. That's what he wants to do. So that's what is being right now. That's what's trying to be that fight. Those two fights are trying to be made.
My brother Ali.
Yes,
if he's the cash cow and he wants that to be made, it's gonna happen.
No, sir. Listen, not on our side. Not on our side.
No. If he want, no. But I'm not saying that. Look, you guys gonna be able to provide that proof. What I'm saying is that if he wants that fight, though, right? Let's be honest, and he's the A side, and we all know he is. He could, all he has to do is make that shit happen. And if they don't agree to it, he can sit on it.
We can't make Bill Haney and Devin Haney sign a contract.
Hey, call me later. We're gonna get on the four-way with me, you, Troy, and Bill.
I'll just send him the link right now.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Please do.
Yeah.
I would love to anything in the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can't make them sign a contract, and it's not about money because we're more than happy to give them a nice split of the money. Right now, Tank is in a mindset of whatever it takes because he really just wants to knock him out and get it out the way, whether it's at 135 or 140, plain and simple. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now, Shakur, that's a different story. Shakur wants to fight. He does. I'm not going to lie to you. But Shakur's advisor and managers are telling him, no, we're going to move another direction. Whatever direction that is, I don't know. They may be going for undisputed at 130 or whatever, I guess. But they are not trying to, they're not negotiating. You can't negotiate with people that's not negotiating back. So,
well, let's talk to Bill later. Yo, y'all still there?
I just texted him, so I don't know if he's gonna come on or not, but I did send him the link.
No, I mean, worst case scenario, we could still talk on the phone later because he's on West Coast time. You know what I mean? So I'll call him. I don't give a fuck. I'll call him. I'll call you through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, because I want to hear what he got to say. I want to hear it, but
yeah, I want to hear that shit too. Shit.
Like, man, he just he doesn't understand. What happened?
Okay, there you go.
Bill Haney doesn't understand that his son is like and I would be mad too if my son was undisputed and still has to be announced that he's undisputed every time. Like, no, when you walk in the room and you're undisputed, people give you that respect, and they're not giving it to him, and they don't like it. Well, guess why they don't like it? Because you're not going to fight Shakur, you're not going to fight Tank, you're not going to fight Pitbull Cruz. So
I gotta say for the record though, I gotta disconnect myself from that one only because I know you are committed to Tank, but here's the thing, I always held I thought Teofimo was undisputed until I realized what the actual franchise belt was, and then I realized that Haney had the WBC, and he went and fought Kambosos. Whatever you think about the fight, doesn't even matter. The point is that he did, and then he fought Lomachenko to solidify that shit. That was the last fight on my agenda. Even though I thought Lomachenko won that one, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. But I thought Lomachenko won that one. But nevertheless, so right now, to me, he's solidified undisputed because he won it. See what I'm saying? And so, do I think that he can beat Tank? That's a whole different subject. Now, because Tank is he's a smart boxer and he's powerful. So we've already seen what happened with Linares versus, and we've seen it a couple of times already since then with Devin Haney. But Devin Haney's also somebody that's still with Lomachenko on a master level. So that's an intriguing, that's a 50-50 fight for me, bro. I got to be 100% honest with you. It's a dope fight, man. It's a dope fight. If I wasn't going to say that it's a 50-50 fight and say that this shit is a dope fight, bro, I would not be a boxing content creator. Do you understand what I mean? Yo, did I fall over something?
No, man. You still here. You still here.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Like if I can't say that this is a 50-50 fight, what's the purpose of people buying the pay-per-view for?
That's a good question.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you why it's a fucking 50-50 fight. I'm telling y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm promoting boxing right now. People don't realize it, though. I'm promoting fucking boxing right now. And I'm not getting paid for this shit. I'm just fucking doing it out of love.
What do you got to say on that Porro and Ali? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You're breaking up. Yes, sir. Hold on, you breaking up, brother. You breaking up. He's breaking up.
We got to get back. Yeah, because this is in Baltimore. We got a lot of dead spots out here. What about you, Pro? What you got to say on that?
40.
That's
There's
true.
no smoke. There's no smoke being ducked. I promise you that.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, brother. I don't doubt it at all. I just want to see it.
Yeah, and I want to see it probably worse than you. But the thing is, the politics of boxing, you know, like these guys are like prima donnas, man, and they feel like they should get more than the other guy, and the A side is this and this and this and that. Instead of saying, okay, look, check this out. How about this? I got all the belts. You got all the fame. If let's make it a 50-50 split on the purse. Let's say I get 10 million, you get 10 million. But whoever wins will get the bigger split. So the winner will go down to 5 million, and the winner will go to 10 million, and the loser will go down to 5 million. So it's like if whoever wins gets to 10, whoever loses gets to 5. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, I remember fucking Crawford being the one doing that. Spence wasn't doing that.
No, I'm saying with Tank and Haney.
Oh, with Tank. Oh, okay. No, with Tank, that's a different story. I haven't followed nothing like that. Okay, that's a great point then. That's a great point.
Like something like that, because you have to understand, Tank's going to get proceeds from the venue. You're going to get proceeds from the ticket sales. You know, the ticket sales, the gate, the pay-per-views, and all of that. So he's not really going to be like, you know, Tank, believe it or not, Tank is he wants to fight these two guys, worse than people probably the fans, the hardcore. Tank really wants to fight these guys. He wants to fight them. He really wants to fight them. Because
listen, I believe Tank is a young dude from B-More that is a tough and rugged dude, man. I just want to see it, bro. I'm not watching boxing, paying money to watch a boxing fight just to see some regular shit, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not a loser here. I have actually witnessed great fights in the past that I paid for. My grandmother's paid for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not losing money off of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like I told you at the beginning of this conversation, I could potentially have Gervonta Tank Davis as fight of the year. How does he end of the year? That's what I want to see.
Mhm.
So you in this camp, I want you to tell him that, and I want you to tell him that yo, he has supporters that are really rocking with him. But what is he going to show us the rest of the year? Because otherwise, it's like a race in like a regular game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in a regular video game, bro. Like if somebody else does something better than you at the end, before the end of the game, then they won. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't get mad at them because they beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so right now, I would like to see Gervonta Tank Davis win. He is actually he started off the year with a win over Hector Garcia, a win over Ryan Garcia, and right now, both undefeated fighters, and right now he has the potential of doing 1 to 2 more fights just to close out the year on top. Period. No matter what. He's got the potential to do that.
And that's the schedule that we are on and we want to keep. So that's you right now you're on spot. You're dead on point. We want 2 more fights before the end of the year. If we can't get 2 more fights before the end of the year, we want one more fight and another fight the first week in January. You understand? Plain and simple.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got to check the venues, what's available, this, you know, that kind of shit. But I'm telling you this, Tank doesn't want to fight nobody but Devin Haney or Boy Stevenson. It's just that simple.
I'm telling you this.
Yo, Puro, any responses to that, Puro? You jump in, Puro?
Well, no, I just wanted to ask him a question because I didn't know he was with Team Tank. I just wanted to know, like, but I think he kind of answered my question, like, if he, because I believe he wants the big fights, like, you know, and he is my favorite fighter, him and Ryan. You know, I'm not as hard on him as some other people are, because trust me, I get it. People want to see him in, like, you know, with against fighters they want to see him in with. At the end of the day, I think his career. You know, I wish he would have fought some other dudes. You know, but he's still, like you said, he's still, you know, relatively young. You know, the fight I want to see him in is with Devin. You know, so then he could eventually move up to 140 and start challenging the dudes up there. But at the end of the day, like, you know, like all these fighters, if they're not calling the shot themselves, they have to listen to the people that are advising them. Because at the end of the day, you know, like there's very few fighters too, by my count. Terrence Crawford and Canelo are the only ones that truly pick who they're gonna fight.
No, we pick who we want to fight now.
Okay, well then hopefully, you know, like like for me, I want Devin. You know, but any fighter that, you know, that's, you know, that'll give him a good challenge, that, you know, I just want to see Tank in the ring. You know, I just want to see the fighters fight.
Well, you know, he just got out of jail, brother.
Yeah,
today.
Thank God.
I want to see him fight Rolly for his belt.
Listen.
I don't want to fight Rolly.
Listen, Calvin Ford is fighting Rolly's.
Ali, you still there?
Testing. I think cut off.
You hear me?
Yeah, no. Now we can hear you. Go ahead. You said Calvin Ford is fighting.
Calvin is fighting Bullet August the 5th or 4th, one of the two.
Who is Bullet, brother?
Rolly's trainer, Rolly's coach.
Okay, the dude with the dreads?
Yes, the dude with the dreads.
Where are they fighting at?
Coppin State College.
Oh, he's not going. The dude is coming to Baltimore to fight him. He's not that smart, is he?
And it's a stack card. We got Mia Kilby Ellis. We got Too Sharp. We got
Too Sharp, as in who? Not Mark, right?
Mark Johnson?
No, it's three Too Sharps. Like, I mean, like Too Sharp from up to our Too Sharp. And we also got one of Floyd's fighters fighting. Um, Jaleel Hackett is fighting on the card.
Why that name
Um,
sound familiar?
Jaleel Hackett.
Yeah,
You never heard of him, Troy?
not till tonight. I mean, I've heard his name before. That's why it sound familiar. What's his weight
He
class,
signed
brother?
he signed with Mayweather. He's young. He's a young kid that sparred with everybody until he turned pro, and then now he's just he's climbing the ranks, and he's going to be in the conversation of the Devin Haney's and the Shakur Stevensons in about a year or two.
Okay. Now I saw a picture with Marvin and Tank's trainer. Is Marvin gonna be in his corner when he fight old boy?
No,
Okay, I was joking.
right, Marvin. We'll talk. We'll talk off of here about some stuff about that. But I was I talked to you tonight when I was at Upton FaceTime you Calvin was actually sparring at that particular moment, and
Okay.
he was sparring at that particular moment, and Calvin has an in-house coach from the gym.
Who's that? The big brother with the bald head. The good brother. What's his name? He got a real cool spirit about him. He's
No, not him.
okay.
Not
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Not him.
My bad, yo. I fell off for a second.
No,
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
coach.
I
Coach.
gotta jump off though. I gotta jump off, man. Any final questions for me or anything like that? Because I gotta jump off. But my brother Ali.
Yes, sir.
It's great chopping up with you on the back end as well as on live. It's always great. You know what I'm saying? We'll continue to do that. But any
Let's
last questions for Puro Central? You
let
always
let's
a big
let's
supporter too, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, bro.
let's do it
So
Sunday
any
night
last
again,
questions
Glenn.
before I leave? Huh?
Let's do it again Sunday night.
We're gonna come back. On you said
Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday, because I got a fight
So
Saturday.
Sunday's good with me because that's
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
I basically work Tuesday through Saturday. So yeah, I got Sunday night off. So yeah, I can do that Sunday.
That's cool. You want to
Let's
do it at
connect.
6 o'clock on Sunday? You want to do it at 6 instead of 9?
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
I
no,
mean
no,
that's
no. You
cool.
offering
Sundays,
times without verifying. You see what I'm saying?
I
Let's
didn't
whatever
hear
see
you,
if I
works for
brother.
can get
you.
on the back end and negotiate that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
yeah.
you don't like
Don't be
talking
trying
stuff
to tell
on
me
here like
time.
this.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't
I'm
like
a
talking
family
stuff
man.
on
You
here
just
like
start
this.
negotiating 6 o'clock. Yeah, motherfucker, be here at six.
You
Yeah.
know he's a
You know
family
what I'm saying?
man
What the fuck is
because he
wrong with
goes
you,
to
Troy? Man,
Disney.
damn,
He goes
bro.
to
Damn.
Disney World
Got no
and
respect for my
stuff.
family.
I
Fuck
want to
you,
go to Disney World
Mr.
Disneyland,
too.
Mr.
Oh
Disney
ADP.
World.
man.
Fuck all your kids. Come on, man. Damn, bro. Damn.
Jesus,
Take it easy,
that
Yeah,
was
Major Man.
harsh.
Nice
exactly,
chopping up
bro.
with you, brother.
Damn.
That was really harsh.
And that's why we the three kings, boy.
Where the
Who else
fuck
to
that come
tolerate us?
from?
Exactly. Who else is strong enough to tolerate this constant abuse?
Man,
Damn,
you a
that was a
behemoth. What
little.
are you talking about?
Someone's
You a behemoth,
angry.
man. Damn, bro, I gotta introduce you to my children all the time. Like, it's just a behemoth over here and stuff. I'm just playing with you. My brother Troy right here, man. But yo, some real stuff, bro. Like, we'll do it on Sunday. And you know what I'm saying? Mad love to y'all, man. I gotta jump off though because I do have to work again in the morning. So shout out to y'all. Peace.
All
All
right, man.
right,
Be
All right,
safe.
brother,
Be safe and
man.
go get your rest, brother. Go get
Be
your
safe,
rest.
brother.
all right,
Be
peace,
safe,
man.
man.
All right. I
All
tell
right,
you
peace,
what.
baby.
I'm gonna stay on for 9 more minutes. That'll make it 11:30. So that'll make it 2 straight hours, right?
Man, we
If
be
y'all
running
want
through these hours like nothing, man.
I know, because we don't feel like we're working. That's why.
Nah, we don't.
That's why, man. We the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll be the ugly because I'm the one that like to stir it up. I like to say something and they get it going, right?
I'll be the bad cook. I just don't give two shits.
All
And
right. I guess you the
Major could be
good
the
guy
good.
then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck
I
it.
guess made you the
So
good
so
one.
um so like anybody have any questions for we got a young fighter out of
Mr.
Baltimore,
Central is still there. We still got Mr. Central. Let's see if he got any questions.
Centralis
Yeah. Everybody calls me Puro or Puro. Either Puro or
Piro.
Puro. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Piro.
no,
We
no,
got
no. You
another.
answer my
We
question.
got
Yeah, sure. Go
we
ahead. Go
got
ahead.
another young hungry fighter coming out of Baltimore that fights tomorrow night. His name is
Omar
Ahmed.
Boxing Soldier.
Mojo Mohammed. He's 4-0. Tomorrow he's going 5-0. This is his first 6 round fight,
What's the
and
weight class?
I'm his cut man, and we fight tomorrow,
What's his
and
weight
both
class? He said.
he's 140,
140. Cool, cool, cool.
and but he looks like he looks like he's a damn 147 because he's cut, man. He's just cut.
Yeah, he's cut.
He
He
got
got a
Yeah.
he
broad
got
ass back
muscle
too. He got
structure.
that Tommy Hearns back.
Yeah, man, he's cut, man. He's fucking cut, man. And I'll be giving um the Troy Graham experience the video from the fight because we have a videographer, and so bits and pieces or whatever will be shown on his channel. So if you'd like to see it, see him, and you follow him. He's the next thing that's coming out of Baltimore that's going to actually make noise, big
All right.
noise.
We'll keep an eye out
Now,
for him.
right, and
Yeah.
now tell him who his coach is. I like to call the brother the champion maker. Tell him
Oh
who his
man,
coach
no,
is.
none other than the brother Omar Marvin McDowell. He's a Maryland Boxing Hall of Famer. He
Mm.
has the he has the Gaines what's Gaines' first name? Shit. Joe Gans. He has the Joe
Joe
Gans
Gans. Joe
Award.
Gans. Yeah.
He has the Joe
Mm.
Gans Award. And he is a pillar of the community. He does, man, a lot for the community. He has a lot of great boxers. Tank actually started with him first.
Mm.
Who else started with him? There's a certain female who lost her way, but she started with him too because she was sharp as hell when she was in Marvin.
Who?
Yeah, man, she was sharp as fuck, man. She was. She really
Go ahead,
was.
tell him
No,
who that is.
you can tell. I just told one right there, and I'll tell
Franchon,
another.
Franchon, the heavy hitting Diva Cruz.
Mm.
That's her trainer from the ground up. I don't. I'm telling you, as a hey Puro,
Mm.
as I'm standing right here and I'm breathing, that is not who she really is. That fight you saw a couple of weeks
Mm.
ago, I don't
Mm.
know who that was, but I
Mm.
have video of her fighting a 6'6" heavyweight at Umar Boxing. I got
Mm.
video of her fighting a 6 foot cruiserweight, and she was
Mm.
giving them the business.
Mm.
And these dudes were not holding back on her neither, right?
There it is.
And
So
and
yeah,
today I had a meeting with potential another potential fighter of ours, maybe. he's he's a heavyweight. He's from Baton Rouge, and he's about 5'9", maybe.
Oh wow.
Um,
you're gonna be a
yeah, he's
cruiserweight, right?
short. He's a heavyweight.
You too
Seriously.
short.
Yeah, he's pretty short.
No,
Yeah.
he's like 5'9", 5'10", maybe.
A too
Uh,
short.
no, listen,
Well, Mike was
listen.
5'10". So there you go. Go ahead.
Exactly. So he's about Mike's height, definitely. When he shook
What's his
my
style
hand,
though? What kind of
listen.
style does Mike got?
When he shook my hand, right? I have now. This is what people say. All right, I promise you on everything I love. People that meet me and shake my hand, they always tell me that I have the firmest handshake they ever have felt. I promise you this. When I shook his hand, I felt like he was breaking my goddamn fingers. Okay. Um, I had to put the damn strength on it, and you felt it, but it was still, I was still, Jesus, like, God damn it, like, yeah. And he's hungry, and he wants to, he wants to fight, and he's a heavyweight, and the
Let me.
heavyweight division sucks right now. And
Yeah, it does.
just imagine a 5'10" dude from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that's built like he's
Is
built
it
like Mike.
truck? Is it truck? Is the
No,
name truck?
hell no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no, no, no. From Baton Rouge, trucks from Baltimore.
Is it gonna be better than Clifford?
No. The truck I'm talking about sparred with Big Philly. He's not from Baltimore. This is a different
No,
truck.
this dude is he's turning pro. Um, he wants to turn pro with us, and yeah. So it's just up to the champion maker, as you call him, if you want to take
Champion
him on as
maker.
a client. But I had to meet him one today, and you know, the guy, um, he has he has he has the he has the package, pres- the the presentation. So we'll see when we throw him in the ring, because we're
That's
gonna
half.
throw him straight.
That's half of it. The presentation is half of it. You know.
Yeah, so we're gonna throw him in the ring. And just like probably Monday. Come to the gym. Hey, how you doing, man? Okay, get in the ring. See what you got. And that's just going. We're gonna see.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't think Marvin got any heavyweights he could work with, do we?
No, we got some people that
Okay,
we got some people that's they're professionals. They just don't box anymore.
Mm.
got you.
We,
I got you.
yeah, we got some.
All right.
We
Yeah,
got
yeah,
some.
yeah. Because the guy that I was talking about is actually us coming out of Georgia. His name is Mac Truck. He's the same
No,
height as the brother you're talking about.
no. This guy, man, like this guy had a pair of Air Jesus action sandals and like and some cut off fucking Incredible Hulk shorts and shit, and looked like he just got finished coming off the goddamn crawfish boat. And I swear, like, man, this dude, like he he, he comes from a pig farm. His family, they
Oh, he's a farm boy, a
he's a
country boy.
farm boy.
He
That
big
he's a
then.
Yeah, he's a pig farmer. His father was a pig farmer. He comes from a pig farm, and he's not fat or nothing. The dude's fucking solid as fuck. And man, just yeah, he's a farm boy.
Yeah,
Like
he sound like a shorter version of I don't know if you ever heard of Corey Saunders back in the day from out of Mitchellsville, I think. Big old Corey, 6'5", 6'4", big
mm-hmm,
dude. Yeah. His
big country boy.
yeah, 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 because his management messed him up. Because I met him when I was 26 and he was 19, and they were gonna pay me to spar with him because he was just learning, right?
Right.
I walked in the gym, the dude was hitting the bag, the whole gym was shaking.
So he
You
was
know,
like, you know what? Keep the
yeah.
money. Fuck you. Right.
Nah,
Right.
I didn't say that at all because he wasn't coordinated, and and I still had I still had a little bit, I still had a little bit to give him. But then I turned on the TV and they got him in the ring with Bigfoot Everett Martin. Why?
Jesus.
Why?
Why
Why?
would they
Why?
do that?
Yeah. And
Jesus.
then
Well,
after that, they had him fighting Michael Grant.
oh
Why?
my God.
Yeah, so
Sink or
they
swim,
moved him.
Troy. Sink
Yeah,
or swim.
yeah. Well, he sank, man, because that was too much too soon. Too
That's
much
I
too
too
hear
much
you.
too
soon.
I
early,
hear you.
man.
I hear you.
That's too much. Hey man, tonight at the gym at Upton, it was when I walked in, it was doghouse sparring. It was yeah, man. It was going down. And and then after all that was finished, and Calvin he sparred or whatever. But yeah, man, it was different. I had a long day today. But I'm having an even longer day tomorrow. So we're gonna call it a night.
Yes, sir. We're gonna call it a night. Before we do, I got to shout out my man here from the Bronx, like me. Aaron Superman Davis has a fight coming up soon, brother. Lou DeVille. I don't know if you remember Lou DeVille. He's the first one
Yeah,
to drop Roy Jones back in the day.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He got up on the Aaron's skin, pissed him off, and now he even got Aaron's old trainer. So Aaron,
Jesus.
he said enough is enough. Since he called me out, he took me out of my character because he's a Muslim brother as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron is really even tempered, but the way he talking is like he want to do some damage to that brother, man. He
Be
want to do
like that
some damage.
sometimes, man. Don't poke the bear.
Yeah. So
Right.
I forgot. I don't know when that fight is, but these are two of the senior former champions in the sport. So they gonna get it on because they don't get along. So yeah. But look, let me say this. I appreciate the brothers. Brother Troy Ali, brother Mighty Major Key. Kuro, thanks for stopping by the house, man. You're stopping by the Troy Graham
No
experience.
problem, Troy. Thank you for having me, man. Take it easy. Nice
Appreciate
to
it.
meet you, brother. The tough
Yeah,
tank, man. Keep up the good work, man. And we want to see him in there with Devin, brother.
That's
Hey
right.
man, we're gonna do the best we can do, bro.
I know it. I know it, man. Take it easy.
Yeah,
Peace.
yeah.
It's up.
All right,
It's up to
brother.
Haney, man, not
Yes, sir.
us.
I want
Hey,
to
man.
thank all the people that popped into the chat and the ones that were watching didn't pop up and the ones that are watching later on. Just thank you for supporting. We're gonna do this on a consistent basis. So if the brother wants to do it, let's say Monday, Wednesday, and then Sunday nights. How about that?
Hey man, if that works,
Yeah,
it works.
yeah. Because I want to do some other stuff with the other 2 days because there's a lot of people dealing with things in life like getting harassed by police and things like that. And I don't know if you noticed, but there is a black sheriff for the first time in Annapolis, Maryland. Did you know that?
No, I
No,
didn't. But
but I'm gonna try and get him
Annapolis,
on here. I'm gonna try and get him on here, man.
Annapolis, Maryland, a black sheriff.
Yes, yeah. See, that's what I said too, because the Klan still marches there every damn year, don't they?
Um,
Yeah, there in Germantown. Yes, yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
yeah, absolutely. And
yeah.
Annapolis has a police department inside of the police department. So you have Annapolis City Police Department, you have Anne Arundel County Police Department, and you have the Sheriff Department. So Annapolis is very policed to be that small.
Yeah, it is, and it's if Baltimore has 300 murders, they have 175.
To be
So
that
there's
small is
yeah,
crazy.
because there's a lot of little tiny places around here that they call hoods. They got Robin Wood, they got
20 Bywater, shit.
yeah, Bywater, all of that, and all of that. Ali is you drive in one way and you got to get out the same way. It's only
Absolutely. Hey
yeah,
man, I used to go down there. I back in the day, man. I used to go down there. I had a couple chicks down there, and
yeah.
that's where the girls was at. So I was there. Shit, hey, it was that simple. But
I used to do
yeah,
contract cabling down there, so
I I
yeah.
I had matter of fact, it was it was a girl. Uh, she was like the baddest light skinned chick down there, and I had her first. Uh, her name was Sharice Green.
You ain't supposed to say nobody's name, but go ahead.
I said her damn name,
Go ahead,
Sharice
man.
goddamn Green. This is
I
like
probably know her.
35 years ago, man. Who cares?
I probably know her family. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Greens, man. It was in like I could say a whole bunch of like honeybee and all them, but I ain't gonna do that because I don't like them people. I ain't seen them folks in them. But let me give a shout out to the Coates family in Annapolis, Maryland. It was,
I know them. I know them
of
folks.
course you
Yeah.
do, and the Pearmans and the Sedgwicks and
Yeah, I know them.
of course you do. Annapolis is too small for my blood, bro.
Yeah, and hey man, don't forget the medleys down there too. You got some
Oh
medleys
my
down there.
God! Of course, I can't forget the medleys.
You got the
Jesus.
cages and the Dobsons and all them floating around.
Oh my! Oh, hey, the Dorseys and
Yeah.
the Bells and the um. We can keep going for days, man.
I want to say there's a Johnson family there too, but it's two
Get,
different Johnson's families. So Johnson's a common name,
yeah,
but it's two
yeah, yeah,
different
yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a lot of 'em, man.
mhm.
The greens. Uh, the other greens, and all of them end up in one place,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that place is in 21144,
Yep.
and it's called a city that's
It's
pioneer.
it's a town.
It's a village. You can do whatever the fuck today.
Pioneer Village.
Pioneer Village,
Pioneer City. Pioneer City.
Lake
Yeah.
Pioneer Village, Meadows.
I know where it is. Guys live up the street from there. I know where it is.
Absolutely, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
Pioneer City, man. Back in the day when I lived there, man, it was yeah, it was the crack era.
Yeah, I knew a few people in there. I didn't really go there unless I had a reason to go in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that was one of them things. Like if you didn't like, yeah, you didn't like had to go there. It was never done. It was,
No, because it was a dude that I was supposed to put some work in with. He was the knockout man in Pioneer City. I think he used to box. He was knocking everybody out, and I always
Gary
liked the
Sangerly.
challenge. Was that the dude who was knocking everybody out back in the day? he had like a one punch knock. He was knocking everybody out, man. Police, everybody. And I think he heard that I boxed. I heard he boxed. So I said, okay, cool. I come down there,
Or
and
Gary Nelson.
I think it was Gary. I think it was Gary. I think it was Gary. Knockout man.
It was
Knockout
Gary
man.
singly or Gary Nelson. Because both of them had hands, but everybody was scared to death of Gary singly because he was just that nice with his fucking hands. Like literally, you
Okay, well,
know,
whoever the scariest one was, that's what everybody was telling me. Nah,
it
man,
was
you don't
Gary. It
want.
was Gary singly. Gary
Yeah,
singly. He's like a urban legend. Like
yeah, yeah. This was when I was in my 20s, so I wasn't really. I was the type that thought I was Superman. I couldn't get hurt.
I was
Yeah.
listen. I was still like going back and forth to the projects in the city, Baltimore, back to my
Mm-hmm.
mom's house, back and forth. So
Mm.
like I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and yeah, like Gary Singley was the boogeyman. But
Yeah, it
just so
was.
happenly he hung with the dudes that, like a couple people related to me, a couple Greens and
Mm-hmm.
like, a couple Greens and Stansburys and people like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so he was like real cool with like and one of my cousins, rest in peace, Victorio Spencer. Um,
Mm.
you know. So and Victorio had hands. People was also scared of him, but he was like real short. He played football. He was
Mm-hmm.
fast. He ran track. And he got killed in 1997. He was a D boy, man, about that life. But
Yeah.
he was real, man, and he was my cousin, first cousin, loved him to death. He was matter of fact. Hey, how about this? Darren's sister's brother.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
man.
but all right, y'all. Thank you. Let me give my outro here. Just want to say thank everybody for coming out, man. And this is a union that's gonna stay together. It's not a one-time thing. It's not a fad. We here to stay because we heard your cries. We heard your outrage for real boxing talk from real boxing heads and real men. So we came through the door and said it before. Never let the microphone. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say. So bless up yourself, one and all, and thank you for your time because I know how precious that is, and we promise never to waste it. All right. So bless up yourself, brother, and I will see you again on Sunday. I talked to you before that, but bless up
Of
yourself. All
course.
right.
And
Yes, sir.
everybody out there, man, do something nice for somebody that you don't know.
Just,
Yeah,
just yeah. Just even if you
just
just
do,
say hello, how you doing?
or
Just
you give a dollar to somebody that's on the corner. It don't matter. Do something nice to somebody you don't know. Hey,
yeah.
trust me.
That,
Karma comes back to you good and bad.
That's how you keep the world moving, man. You stay positive. You don't have to piss on people all day in your life. You can stay
Do do
positive
do,
and keep the world
do
moving.
something nice for somebody that you don't even know.
Yes, sir. And to all the trolls that came in the chat saying some foul stuff about Major's children and my daughter and all, notice you didn't get up here and you're not going to because I'm not going to entertain you. But when you cross the line and bring family in, I'm just going to erase you and ban you, and that'll be that. I'm not going to go back and forth with you because the things that you
19,
write, you would never say that to
1901,
another grown man
Pennsylvania
say.
Avenue,
Yeah.
1217, West Northpoint. You know what's happening? You
No.
hold up.
No. The truth is, hold on. As a grown man, I'm 52 for a reason because the good Lord gave
Yeah,
me His grace, and I learned
absolutely.
about respect very, very young. That's why I could move in a room full of kind men or killers. It doesn't matter. I show both of them the same respect, and that's what I try and tell a lot of these young boys. You can't spit in people's face and expect not to get a reaction. It don't work
Absolutely
like
not.
that.
No, man.
So on that note, bless up at one and all. I'm gonna shut it down for the night.
Peace.
All right. Peace out, brother.